to Joel Loveline's family.
I'm sorry for being a part of the equation that night. I drank too much, and it was irresponsible, it was reckless, it was short-sighted and regrettable. But, I didn't get in the parking lot.
Ideas that all are supposed to for the child out there, no matter what the calendar says. And sadly, sometimes the horror of Halloween is the real thing.
That's all for now. I'm Lester Holt. Thanks for joining us.
NBC4 News at 11 starts with breaking news.
That breaking news, the Santa Anas are back. Powerful wind gusts rattling signs and tipping over shopping carts in San Bernardino tonight. But the bigger concern is the fire danger.
A red flag warning still in effect right now for much of Southern California. We saw proof today of that dangerous mix of the strong winds and dry conditions. Brush fires popping up all across Southern California, including in West Hills and North Hollywood.
We have team coverage tonight. Carmen Dickerson is in Calabasas following the preventive power shutoffs. But let's begin with meteorologist Stephanie Olmo tracking that red flag warning. Stephanie.
Kathy and Jonathan, we're still talking about the warnings in place for much of Ventura County, LA County, because of the combination of very strong, powerful winds and low relative humidity. Critical fire danger continues into Monday. So be mindful of these warnings in place. Don't use any source of heat or open flame in the outdoors, because any spark could actually grow pretty rapidly because of these strong ongoing winds across the area here. Peak gusts. Let's talk about the powerful wind gusts we had earlier today, especially earlier this morning. This is when we actually recorded the strongest gusts of the day. Magic Mountain Truck Trail. This is in the western San Gabriel Mountains. We actually saw a peak gust of 92 miles an hour. So they actually took the cake for that one. Rancho Cucamonga saw a wind gust of 76 miles an hour. Camarillo Airport, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts recorded earlier today. Running Springs and Fontana, just less than 70 miles an hour, but still pretty gusty. Current conditions right now, we're looking at gusts right around 30 miles an hour in Santa Clarita, also down into Van Nuys, also gusting pretty good in Ontario. Strong winds will continue into the overnight hours and into Monday. We'll talk more about it coming up in just a bit. For now, back to you.
Stephanie, thank you. NBC4's Carmen Dickerson continues our coverage from Calabasas right now, where the power has been going on and off all day. Carba.
Yes, that power is back on in Calabasas, but just hours ago, many people were in the dark. And depending on how things go, up to 172,000 people could be in the same boat.
Here's what has emergency officials concerned.
I'm going to have Battalion 17 come in.
High winds and dry conditions leading to fires like these small ones in West Hills, North Hollywood, and also Lake Forest Sunday. A red flag warning is in effect for parts of Los Angeles and Ventura counties.
Getting anything that's combustible away from your home, making sure that the vegetation has been cleared.
Fire officials warning people to prepare their properties and themselves.
Having a plan, so knowing who's going to leave, where you're going to go, making sure that you have paperwork and medications with you, and a few routes in order to evacuate in case those issues are ordered. And then the last step of that is just to pay attention to those evacuation orders.
Thousands of households are potentially having to manage all that in the dark. Southern California Edison has announced they're cutting power to over 15,000 customers in LA, Orange, Riverside, San Bernardino, and Ventura counties as a precaution to prevent potential downed power lines and malfunctioning electrical equipment from sparking fires. They're considering cutting power to another 172,000 customers.
And just as we pulled up earlier this evening to the fire department behind us, they were actually bringing back in one of their portable generators that they had deployed because the power had been going on and off. And it's something they're going to have to keep handy depending on how conditions change. Reporting from Calabasas, I'm Carmen Dickerson, NBC4 News.
Karma, thank you. And with our first major Santa Ana wind event of the season now here, we know it won't be our last. Now is a good time to